Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Joe Goffany, aka Dr. Bonehead on the internet, voice of Zell Dincht in the Final Fantasy VIII Fandub, and the assistant director of the project. So, if you didn't know, I think my video is going to be the first. Alex, the director, had sent us all these questions so that you all can kind of get to know the actors behind the characters. The series has been getting a lot of support, so we're really appreciative of that. Every episode is just so much fun to do, and it's just really cool seeing this series grow and working together as a cast, talking to you guys, and yeah, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I have these questions here, and let's just jump into it. I'm kind of scared. I've already seen these a little bit and kind of thought about what my answers are going to be, but nothing extreme. Why did you want to voice this character? So, this kind of ties in with the story of how I met Alex and how this project really got started. We met on a Final Fantasy VIII Facebook group, and he posted it, posted the project and was like, "Hey, we're doing a Fandub," and I was like, "Sweet, I've never voice acted before." This was back before I was even a voice actor, and I was like, "Dude, I would love to voice a character," but in the back of my mind I was like, Zell, and so I contact him, and I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna audition," and he's like, "Sweet." So I sent in an audition for Zell, Irving, a few other characters, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, "Please like myself, please like myself." Please like my Zell, if you couldn't hear what I was saying. And basically, I think I was the only person to actually audition. I think we had one more person, but she backed out, and it was really strange, and so we were all depressed, and I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna get you some auditions." So we find this website. Trust me, this ties in with the question, I promise. We find Casting Call Club, which is an awesome website, especially for people who want to get into the voice acting community. It's super great. And we posted the project and got over 100 auditions and met this amazing cast. You guys are the best. But seriously, and I ended up getting cast as Zell. I re-auditioned on the website, and I was super nervous, and I got the role, and yeah, it was all downhill from there. So, but okay, the question, it was kind of a tangent from the question, but why did you want to voice this character? Because Zell's the best. I don't know if he's my favorite character in Final Fantasy VIII. I think Irving's up there for favorite character, but Zell is just he's lovable, he's honest, he's hyper, and he's just a lot of fun to voice, I mean, voice acting in general is a lot of fun, but Zell in particular kind of fits my, I've never really voiced a character like him, so getting to voice a character like Zell has been a lot of fun. Let's just put it that way. What do you like? Oh, well, I kind of already answered this. What do you like about Zell? And what do you dislike about Zell? Well, I already said why I like Zell. He's honest, lovable, he makes mistakes, but without him making those mistakes, he wouldn't be Zell. Without him being hyper, it wouldn't be Zell. You wouldn't like him, just because that's who he is, So, there are a few points in the game where he actually just straight up ruins everything, and the party's just like, "Zell, you idiot," and Zell feels bad and everything, but it makes him who he is. So I don't really know if I dislike anything about Zell. Sometimes his hyperness gets the better of him, and it's like, "Zell, come on, man." I'm recording and I'm like, "Zell, chill, man. You just gotta chill." But again, it's what makes him who he is. So that kind of answers the question. What do you like about Final Fantasy VIII? Everything. Legitimately everything. The story, the characters. I was gonna say the plot, but the plot is the story. The gameplay, a lot of people complain about the gameplay, but growing up and even now, the gameplay seems pretty legit. It's pretty complicated. It seems complicated on the outside, but once you get the junction system down, it's yo, this is actually a really good system. So, overall, dude, the game is awesome. I don't know if I'd call it a masterpiece. Okay, here's the thing, right? I don't think it's the best Final Fantasy game. I think it's my favorite, but I don't think it's the best. In terms of, everything. They did a really good job, but I don't know if it's the best. However, great game. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it is my favorite Final Fantasy due to nostalgia and just probably the characters, honestly. The characters are just so lovable, so. What inspired you to voice act? Well, other than that whole story that I just gave you, which is what got me into voice acting, was through this dub. So this is kind of my first role. It wasn't the first role I was cast at, because I auditioned for other roles once I got to Casting Call Club, but it was what inspired me to voice act, because I gave it a shot, and then I just kept auditioning. I mean, and it's been super awesome and super successful, and yeah, I mean, so this inspired me to voice act. It didn't necessarily push me to where I am now. I wouldn't say that. It's what got me into it, but Casting Call Club and the people on Casting Call Club and the amazing projects that they posted are probably what pushed me. And just, I love cartoons and anime, you know, and the voices have always interested me, but I just never thought about it. And to now be able to do that for so many different projects and so many different awesome things is just like a dream come true. It's great. Yeah. So, what is my dream role? That's kind of hard, because well, first of all, I'm going to answer it both from a Final Fantasy perspective and a outside of Final Fantasy perspective. An outside Final Fantasy perspective, my grammar. In Final Fantasy, I've always liked Hope from Final Fantasy XIII. I don't like the game. I really don't like the game. I think it's pretty bad. Don't shoot me. But I love Hope, even though I never use him in my team. It's always, I think, Lightning, Snow, and Vanille. But Hope is just awesome. I don't know. He's a cool character, and I feel like my voice is the kind of voice that could kind of niche into his character. Maybe not his character specifically, but we're talking dream roles here, so I guess it'd be Hope from Final Fantasy XIII, if we're talking only Final Fantasy. Outside of Final Fantasy, my favorite anime character, probably, like, that I would want to voice as is, kind of a weird one, Hughes from Fullmetal Alchemist. What? You know? He's the best. Like, if you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist, he's basically, like, the comic relief, but also, like, the rock of, like, the group, kind of. Not really, but he's a huge part of the plot, but also, like, comedic in a good way. You know, he's not annoying. Well, I don't know about that. But he's just awesome. And maybe not for the original series, but to voice him in something would be awesome. Definitely a dream role for me. So, I think that's all the questions. I'm gonna add on a couple things. Oh gosh, I'm losing my papers. I just wanted to say thank you to you all, the audience, for watching the Fandub. As an actor and as a director for the project, I really appreciate it, and I know I speak for the whole cast when I say that, and Alex, the director, of course. We all put so much work into this, and it's awesome to see that you all enjoy it. So, looking forward to completing this dub and every episode in the future. So yeah, on behalf of the cast, which they will be doing these videos as well, I'm not the only one, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next episode of the Final Fantasy VIII Fandub. Oh yeah! Yeah, my voice cracked a little bit, but other than that wasn't bad for not doing it all day. See ya! Yeah. I said it went pretty well. Alex? Alex, I did it. Ha! He has no idea. I didn't tell him I was doing this today, so he's gonna be happy. Good stuff. Good stuff.